Welcome to Steam and Soul, the podcast where heat meets heart. Stories from saunas around the world, from silent sweat to loud laughers. This is where people connect, relax, and open up. Take a breath and let's dive in. Welcome everyone to a new episode of Steam and Soul. This week I had Florian König from Bavaria in my podcast, and we were talking about his first experience in the Therme Cup in Erding this year, where he did a nice show, of course, and also his experience doing the Sauna Fest, his first experience by competing in the Battle of Gladiators, Master of Freestyles, and about his beginning of his journey as a sauna master and his challenges and his plans also for next year. So be curious, be excited, and I would say let's slide in now into the new episode of Steam and Soul. Have fun and enjoy. Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Steam and Soul. And today I have an amazing guest from Germany, Bavaria. So welcome to Florian König. So happy to have you here. Hi, Florian.
Hi, nice to see you, and thank you for inviting me for your crazy podcast, I would say.
Okay, thanks so much. Welcome to be here. So how are you doing? It's early in the morning. It's a Wednesday at 10. So how are you doing? How was your day so far?
My day started very relaxed, and I had a coffee. I stretched a little bit, and then now we start with the podcast. So my day is wonderful right now.
Cool. So that means I meet you at home. So you are in
Yes.
Munich or close to the area of Munich, or where are you based right now?
Yeah, I live, it's half hour from Munich, and around about 1 hour from the Therme Erding. I live right now with my parents and with my brother. And yeah, so it's a long drive all the time to the work, but it's worth it every second, so it's okay.
Nice. And you still said it, you're working in Therme Erding. What are you doing there
Yes.
exactly? So what's your profession?
I'm sauna master, and I do everything around the sauna. So we do ceremonies. We have some giveaways for the guests, like masks, shea butter, or something else for the body, what is good. And also a little bit of the cleaning. And yeah, that's so my normal day job, I would say.
Nice. And how did you start sauna? That's my most curious question of people. So did you learn that, or what was your your professional job after school? So give us some insights, please.
So right now, after the school, I had to search for a job, and I did I think it's called practicum, in how is it called? In a therme, or in a little spa. So we had a small sauna, but the most of the things what you had to do was you give swimming courses, you check the pool, you clean the whole area there. So, and I like this. And then after the school, I decided, okay, I have the opportunity to go in this therme or therme. And I started with the job as a lifeguard for 3 years. I studied it, and after when I was finished after the 3 years, I said, okay, it was a little bit too boring for me. So only to see old people in the swimming area, you have to take care of the people, or also only to give swimming courses. And I changed completely, and I started to build some houses, or everything what was included to build a house. So gardener, and all of the rest from the stuff. So this was
How did you change?
the first beginning.
Why did change?
My father had a company, facility manager, and I tried to keep the company alive. So, and I started to learn everything around it, because I was 18 when I finished with the lifeguard job, and with 18 here in Germany, it's a little bit hard to have your own company. You are not old enough for the old people; they don't take you serious. So, and I said, okay, then I have to learn it, and when they can take me serious about my work. then I start with the company again. But after 9 years, I saw, okay, maybe it's not my passion. It's not the best work for me. And I
Mm.
was sitting on the couch, and I was opening Instagram actually, and there was only like a short picture with hey, if you need a job and you like to work under the palm trees, then send us the CV. And I sent the CV. 2 hours later, I get the call back from my boss Dilan, and she asked me about the the tryout day. And the
Mm.
tryout day was completely shock for me. I never saw something like this. What is also possible to do in the sauna. My first ceremony was in the biggest sauna, or one of the biggest sauna what we have, with 160 people. And I was so shocked and also so in love with this sauna stuff. And I said immediately to my boss, hey, give me the contract and I want to start as a sauna master. And now for 3.5 years, 100% sauna master, I would say.
A nice one. So was it the first
Yeah.
time that you saw some show in the sauna when you have your trial day in Erding, or did you have some experience with sauna privately or something? Or
Yeah, private. I was sometimes with my friends in the sauna, but it is in our village. It's a small sauna, maybe 20 people fit inside the ceremony. So it was only, they did some helicopter, use some synthetic oils, and that's all. So it was not the best what I knew before, but in Therme Erding, the first ceremony, then I saw what is possible to do. So it was crazy.
was it a show? What you saw, or what type of ceremony was it?
No. It was completely a normal banya, and you
Ah,
were in
fine.
our place, and the banya in our place is a little bit different. So because we have the space for 160 people, and when you do
Mhm.
a ritual with 160 people, it's very hard to slap them, also to take care for every guest. So you would stay there for 1.5 hours, and they changed it. So we can use every kind of music what we have in our head, and we use the whisk only to spread a little bit of the birch infusion, and that's all. So, and it was a normal ceremony. It was two of my colleagues, and they played some AC/DC and Rammstein. And this was crazy. 160 people stand up, clap in front of you. They were really partying in this time, and it was amazing to see.
Interesting, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree. The party banya, I would call it in Erding. I had the
Yes.
honor and the pleasure to be there at Sauna Fest. Maybe we can talk later a bit about Sauna Fest and what's happening there, because
Yeah, for sure.
I think
For sure.
Therme Erding has a special vibe, I think, because it's the biggest therm in the
Mhm.
world, as I know.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really different. But let's talk a bit later. So let's stick to you. But really nice. And then you said, okay, this I want to do as well. And then you get
Yes.
trained, or how did the start begin? So because a lot of people are starting right now, so how did you start? Did you get trained by some trainer in Therme Erding, or did you do it by your own, or how was the beginning as a
Yeah,
sauna
the
master?
beginning was so you have in our place 6 days to learn everything. So you will walk with the colleagues around the whole place and every ceremony and every treatment what we have for the guests, and you see the different ways of how to do a speak, how you can start with the ceremony and with the waving, and after the 6 days, you try it out by yourself. So of course, in the 6 days before, you have sometimes the time to do alone one round, but your colleague will stand behind you, so he takes care of you, and also when you do some mistakes, so just in case, he will be there. And after the 6 days, you have your towel, you have the clothes, and then have fun. So you try it out, and it's like learning by doing. You can always
Mm.
ask all of the colleagues, hey, you need some new inspiration, or can you show me some towel techniques? And I had really good colleagues. I had Joe from Hungary, and he showed me everything. He was before also competing. He's won like um, important guy in the sauna world, I would say. And he showed me everything, and this was for me the door opener. So otherwise, I think I would not be right now also so good without the colleagues or the people that you have in your place. They show you how you have to handle the whole situation there. Yeah. So yeah, you train a little bit, you get your own experience, and after a while, when you travel around the world, it's getting better and better. So, but we are not finished right now, so we have a lot left.
Absolutely. Yeah, because I would say 6 days is not really enough to learn everything. So you get
No,
like a
no.
basic knowledge. But if I compare to me, if I need like a few months to learn techniques and something,
Mm.
especially with the towel, also the understanding of all the rituals for sure. But nice.
Yeah,
Was it only
totally.
internally, or did you also like external coachings or something like that? Because I only know
No.
from Therme Sinsheim, they have a trainer for waving, they have a trainer for herbal stuff, so they have like
Mm.
special supervisor, let's say maybe like that. So is it
Yeah, we
similar
have
in Erding?
so we have a trainer, or we have a trainer positioner. He shows you at the beginning only the basic stuff, so parachute, the flags, and also the helicopter, and that's all. The rest, we don't have a trainer actually right now for some freestyle or for something else. It's you ask the colleagues. So someone is more improved in the towel waving techniques, and you ask them all the time. So when you want to learn something new. Right now, after 3 years, we have Daniel. We have a lot of guys. They can do everything. So, and then it's much easier also for the beginners. But in my time, I only had 3 colleagues. They were good. They know about also some competitions, about the rules in the sauna. And I was every second, every day, I was behind them, and I asked everything what I could do. So this was for me the start. Right now, it's much easier for the beginners, I would say.
Nice. Nice.
No.
And how was the beginning for you? Was it exhausting to go into the sauna and do like a show or like an Aufguss, or how was it also for the mindset and for the body for the beginning for you?
Well, the first 2 weeks, I went crazy when I have to, or when I can say this. I did every single ceremony when colleagues were in front of the sauna and they prepared their ice balls or something else. I was inside of the sauna and I waved. I did the warm up, I would say. And it was a little bit too much. So after 2, 3 weeks, my body and also my mindset showed me quick the sauna is tough and you have to take care of you, and also you have to think about what you will do in the next weeks. So I was a little bit sick. I had to think about something else, what I can do inside of the ceremonies. But I would say the first and a half years, I was in every ceremony. I was every single day there. And when I had free time, I went to some other saunas and to see some other sauna masters, how they work, how they treat the oven and everything. So I think it was crazy. Yeah.
Nice. And what was the focus of your Aufguss as well? What type of Aufguss do you like to do? So what is maybe your signature Aufguss, or do you have some type where you like, maybe you prefer show or freestyle or ceremony or
Yeah.
meditation, or what is your how would you describe your style? Let's say it like that.
Pah, that's hard. So because I try to change it also all the time to learn every single category. Right now, I would say I'm more the soft waver. I can wave strong with the waving techniques, but I like it to have some romantic songs, some soft, easy songs, and to wave on that, and also try to dance with the towel. So I don't do it on purpose. It's more give me the towel, start with the music, and when I'm inside of the sauna, I can lose it. So the shyness and everything. So and then I start
Mhm.
to create something. So I would say this right now is my favorite style. when I started with the sauna, I played a lot of rock and party music, 90s, yeah, a lot of party music to also get the audience on your side that they can clap and you always have a good feeling. So I was a little bit afraid to use some soft romantic songs at the beginning.
Okay. Okay, interesting, interesting. And how did you create an Aufguss? Also, what's the way where you starting? Also, is there different touching points? Some people start with the message, some people start with the songs, like you said, maybe. So, what is your
Mm.
base for building up a ritual for an Aufguss?
So in my place, it's very easy to build up something because we have every month different themes. So this month we have Oriental breeze. In the citrus sauna we have some mask also what you can find in this area. So everything what is Oriental. And for me, it was easy to create something. So because the name is already in front of the sauna, you only have to find music what is fitting there. So, and that's, yeah, typical my start. I look on the name. I look for some music, what I like, what I also think that's for my side right now the best way to go. And after I have the music, I can think of which essential oils I will use right now, or also if smoke ritual is fitting there, some herbal stuff. So, and that's how I create the basic ceremonies.
So, correct me, please. So that means you get a team from the Therme, like Oriental for November, and then you are free
Yeah.
to build up a ceremony with this like team. So it have to fit
Yeah.
the team, but of course, you can do whatever you want. If you want to use two towels, one towel, or is there also something that they say this have to be a relaxed Aufguss? It could be like a dynamic Aufguss, or is there some categories, or is it really completely free and up to you?
Yeah, the category is more open, I would say. And
Mhm.
of course, when you have a ritual in the meditation sauna, then you should not play some rock music or something
Mhm.
party. In this category, I would not use. But when you go to the citrus sauna, when you go to the big saunas, then we have the open hand to do whatever we want. So basically they only say, okay, everyone has to do 2 rounds or 3 rounds. It should be
Mhm.
from the time 10 to 30 minutes and everyone should follow this rule. But which music you use, which essential oils or which smoke, it's up to you. So I think it's also the best thing to do. So because otherwise you have too much controlling about your ceremonies.
So sounds cool. Sounds cool. So that means, and let's maybe dive deep a bit into Therme Erding more because we're still talking a lot about, because I am also curious about how, so you have this rituals and then you have a big team. So how is the setup of Aufgüsse? So how many Aufgüsse are you doing a day? And can you choose
um,
what you would like to do? Or is it, how does it work from the setup?
So you have morning and late shift, and also the middle shift. They fill up the whole day, and it depends all the time on how many colleagues are on the shift. When someone is sick, of course, you have to do a little bit more of the ceremonies, but they try to, or we have, I would say, on a normal day, 3 to 5 ceremonies. It depends on
Hmm?
how many people are on the shift. And the morning shift leader is writing the plan from 7 until 4. And the late shift
Mhm.
leader, he was end with the plan, so from 4 to the ending. And of course, you can always put your name in the plan. So like, hey, today I'm feeling good. I want a banya or a Stonehenge.
Mhm.
Then you put your name in the plan. And when it's possible, you will have the ceremony. Sometimes, of course, you lose also. And then you have to do your not so favorite ones. But every ceremony is really good. So it's not the worst work, I would say.
Ni- Nice. Yeah, maybe you can guide us a bit of all these saunas you have in Erding. And I try to help because I was there 4 weeks ago, I think the first time. So what type of
Yeah.
saunas do you have? You were talking about the citrus sauna.
Hmm.
It's a small sauna. I know it's not really small. It's like 60, 70 people, or? Also
Yes.
it's only
So
tight
80.
from the space. It's not small.
Yes. So only the running space and also the size from the oven, it's a little bit difficult to wait there, but the rest, 60 to 80 people can fit there. And we have two different ceremonies. One is called right now Mangolicious, but it was back in the years, it was the summer feeling. And the summer feeling
Mm.
was really after the ceremony, you have to give the people some ice cream. And inside of the summer feeling, you used 90 summer feelings music. And it was
Yeah.
amazing. So after a while, you were a little bit bored of all the time the same music. But the people, they are crazy inside of this sauna. So, and right now we changed it. So we want to also experience some new music and what is fitting to summer feeling. And now we can play every kind of summer feelings music. So it don't have to be the 90s. So we can also use some new music. Yes.
Nice. But in general, citrus, so is it also that you try to use more essential oils for citrus that you combine this, or is there like an idea behind to call it citrus sauna, or is it only because of the shape, because it looks like a citrus or like a lemon
Yeah,
or
it's
something
because
like
of the
that?
shape, I would say. So I was not
Mm.
there when they built it up. But it was, you have citrus limes in front of the sauna. Inside of the sauna, you have a shining light. So it's not a
Mm.
dark sauna. And I think the theme for the ceremonies are the important things also for the essential oils. So when you have a summer feeling ceremony, then of course you use a little bit more of the citrus smells. But you
Mm.
can also put there some wood or some mint. It depends on which music you use and also on the guests. When you have a hot weather and you have 30 degrees outside in the summer, then of course you can put there some mint to refresh the people so they
Mm.
can breathe and they don't die.
Nice. So
So
then what else do we have in Erding? What's your favorite? So
we
maybe follow us. What's your favorite sauna in Erding? Your personal one? Is the Banya?
No, I would say it's the sea sauna. The sea
Sister?
sauna, you have space for everything. So you also have space to wave there with an open towel, with two towel technique, and you don't hit
It's
so
the
many
biggest
guests.
one,
So
right?
yes,
It's the
it's the
biggest
biggest
sauna. How
one.
many people?
200, 210.
200.
So yes. It's the biggest sauna. It's a small oven, but very long. So for me, I like more big saunas to run around the oven and also, yeah, to connect more with the people. It fits more for my waving style. And but I would for Kelo sauna, I love the citrus sauna. I love the banya as well. And meditation sauna for smoke ritual is also from the space, unbelievable good. So you're in front of the people, everyone can
Mm.
see what you're doing. So I would go with the sauna. So that's my favorites.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit more because I think it's a special sauna, the sea sauna. So what's maybe the idea? Maybe you can describe a bit how it looks like and uh yeah.
The sea sauna at the beginning, they call or they said to me it's more for relaxing ceremonies.
Mm.
So it should be not too hot. We have 75 degrees in the sauna, and you have two sides to choose where you sit. One is you will look on the oven and you only will see a little bit of the sea in front of the sauna, and the other side is perfect for relaxing and also to enjoy the view, because in front of the sea sauna, like it's in the name, it's a sea, and you see the whole complex of the Therme Erding from the sauna area. And it's very amazing to relax there. We have some soft meditation music in the background, and it's really good to relax. But like I said, we are interested in all of these ceremonies, and especially also to create some shows and to do some freestyle ceremonies with open towel and towel technique. And right now we try to reconstruct it. And we put some lights inside of the sauna. We changed the music system, and we tried to make a little bit two versions out of it. So one is for meditation and for relaxing, and the other side you can also use it for some competition, for some show off guesses, and maybe for freestyle battles. So yeah, that's the idea of the sea sauna.
Nice. And I think that's also, you have a Therme Cup in Therme Erding, where you were talking about
Yes.
competition. So that's also where you did the competition of the Therme Cup in Sauna, right?
Yes, this year was my first time to try it out. It was a nice experience, and we will see if I compete next year also in this cup.
Tell us a bit more. So how does it work? So what is Therme Erding Cup? What is the idea, and how could people maybe participate? Because I have no idea if it's only internally for guys that working there, or is it also externally? So give us some insight, please.
So the Therme Cup is when I started, we didn't compete in the competitions, and I was still in love with the competitions. So I was participating in the BCF and the Masters of Freestyle. We traveled around the world, and all the time when we come back, we said, "Oh, it was so amazing! We saw so many different things, and this is possible. This is possible." And we have to do also something because we're the biggest spa in Europe. And it would be so amazing when we have also a competition. And the bosses were interested in these things, and they started to build a competition. So Therme Erding Cup, they call it. And it's an international competition. So you only have to register. You have to send a video with your idea of the show, of course, and with a short scene where you show your waving techniques. And then you send the registration, and the office in our place, they choose who would fit for this cup, how many people we have, and then they invite you. And it's an international single competition. The rules are similar to the Aufguss VM, and it's only for singles, but international. And then you have a weekend of fun.
Nice. So are the rules the same like the show, of course? Is it like what we can
Yes.
expect, like a show, of course, with the same rules, professionalism, you have to act, you're waving,
Yes.
distributing of heat. Okay, cool. So,
Yes,
and how was it
completely
for
the
you?
same rules.
Sorry.
It was
How was the
so
first
stressful.
time? Stressful.
The first time, it was completely different for me this time. So because it was the first time that you had the feeling some pressure is on your shoulders. Before, when I was
Mhm.
competing in some other competition, you can have the best ceremony and you will win it, or you will go to the finals and perfect. So everyone is happy. No one maybe thought about you. That's also good. But in your own house, everyone is saying to you 2 weeks, 3 weeks before, "Hey, you have to win this competition, and it's in the house. You're so good, and we want to see the spoon in our place." So it was a little bit of pressure on my shoulders, but it was also exciting to wave in front of your guests, to take the audience on your side, and to create something what maybe they will like. So because I didn't know it before, and no, it was really a great time. Coming together with some friends, also some judges, you know them for a couple of time. So it was very, very funny this weekend.
Nice. And now I'm curious, what show did you do and how did you build up your show? So maybe you can guide us a bit. How did you start? Maybe from the beginning of the idea to your final Aufguss, because this is always interesting for people, also for the community. to see different perspectives, how to create, especially a show, of course, because it's so difficult. As for me, I'm still thinking about if I'm doing a show because I have no idea, and it's so tough. I
Yeah.
was not expecting that, to be honest. So that would be cool if you can give us some background or behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
for sure. For sure. So it started, I would say, half a year ago. I wanted to create a new show, and I was thinking of, okay, what is fitting for my style, what I like from the music, and also how much I want to show the people what I can do. So if I go powerful, or if I go in the soft romantic way, or if I go more in some movie or something. And it was very quick when we decided. And so I talk very often with Daniel. So Daniel is like my little brother in the sauna. So, and every day when we see each other, or also on the phone, we text to each other. So, hey, I have some new ideas. I said to him, hey, powerful, I don't want to do it anymore. So because all the time when I use powerful music, what I like, I get too quick exhausted. Or do you say it like this?
Mm-hmm.
You're finished with your energy after the first round. So, and I said to him, so, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. I have to find something very soft. And I also not the best copy actor. So when I look on the movies and I try to be this person or this character from the movie, I always sound stupid. So it's more like you make jokes out of it. So, and I said, okay, copy the movie is also nothing for me. And I like personal stories. And I was looking for some important stories, what no one is telling right now in this, in the sauna world. So I see a lot of love stories. I see a lot of funny stories, or more like, you have to fight your way out. And I try to combine everything what we saw before in the competitions, and to bring it with my own personal story. So I was looking in my family history, and we had some, or my grandpas, they had Alzheimer. And I was thinking, so, hey, we have in Germany a really good movie from Till Schweiger, and he's taking the Alzheimer story in a good way to translate it, or to give it to the people, I would say. And I tried to copy this for my own story, but it was so hard. I couldn't find the ending for it. I couldn't find a reason why I want to show this to the people, why I act like that. And I was freaking out, and I was calling with Daniel. I explained to him, so, hey, we have to change something. Maybe you have some ideas, because Alzheimer, it's too hard. It's really, I make fun out of it, or it's, you don't understand it, and we have to change it. And he said to me, so, hey, maybe you can act like you have Alzheimer, and everything is, you play it and you create a story. And after a while, you make a twist, and then it's only in your head, so that you only, photo about this, so that you say, I traveled to a different country, maybe I saw this person again, and after the second or third round, you make a twist, and someone is calling you, and you realize it's only an illusion. So, and then it was, okay, this story could be interesting. I was searching in YouTube for some videos. How is it when you're a little bit crazy in your head, and you have just the imaginal of it, and then we build it up. So we found some music. I had my own personal story also included, and yeah, we created a story what's called Shadows in My Head, and yeah.
Nice. And how did you then build up the round? So thanks for the topic as the big picture. And now how did you break it down to the 3 rounds, or maybe 4 rounds? I don't know. Or
So I was watching before the Aufguss-WM and I saw how the people build up their shows. So you always have it like in the German school when you have to write something down. The teacher is saying the whole text. So you have a starting point, you have a middle point, and you have an ending. So my starting point was, okay, you cannot go with 100% power into the first round. So you have to build it up. And my personal story was my father was in the hospital. So I created a hospital room and my father is in the bed, but not in the real. He is only with a picture. I put a picture on the pillow and I created a bed and my father was laying there and I want to save him from the hospital. So to bring him out that he can also enjoy the normal life again, that he don't have to be in the hospital. And the first round was, okay, I bring some tea. I enter the room. I say, hello, dad. Are you good? And that's how I started basic, the first round. Very simple, very easy. I had some infusion with me. I put it on the ice bowl. I drink with him the tea. And in the second round, I had the opportunity, or also the doctor allowed me to cook for him his favorite meal, because good food is giving you good energy, you feel better, and also my dad will like it. So I cooked for him in the hospital room, and yeah, so he can enjoy it and maybe take some energy out of it. So this was the first two rounds. And after the two rounds, we decided, okay, we have to find now the twist. So what could be there? So we go in the sad stories or we go in some funny things. And I said, no, we do it very sad. So I had the heart monitor next to him on the bed, because hospital room, they control every single thing. And the monitor was freaking out. So you had the sound like he has heart problems and he will die. And the sound is getting more up and more up. And I was screaming for the doctor that someone can help me. I was sitting here next to the bed. I pretended to cry. And on the moment when he was dying, I put the voiceover with the doctor. He was knocking on the door and entered the sauna and to say, so, hey, mister, calm down. It's just an illusion. Please take your pills and then you will feel better. And I realized in this moment, so, oh shit, I'm the crazy guy. So it was only in my head. I put the tea on the oven for nothing. I cooked for nothing. It was only for myself. And maybe the pills are the reason why I'm here in this hospital. So I'm not strong anymore in my head. And then I act in the third round like a little bit crazy guy, to also to put it in my mindset that, hey, you have to change something. Otherwise you will repeat every day with these things like cooking. You see also the same story all the time in your head. And yeah, like I said before, everyone is trying to make some happy things also for the sauna. You cannot end with a bad feeling that you're the crazy guy who only takes pills. So, and I had to do something for the last round, and I throw the pills away. I started with sports and fight my way out of the hospital. So, and the ending was, if you train hard and if you also believe in yourself, that you can do everything. So, and also you can come out of the hospital, and that's all. That's how we built it. The rest was decoration, inspiration. Yeah.
Nice. Really nice. Really deep story. Really deep story.
Yeah.
Really cool. Maybe you can repeat or say it again. What type of oils or the infusions did you use to support your storyline in the different rounds?
So in the first round, like I said, we had a tea time with my dad. So of course I was looking for some teas. So what I like, what is also looking nice on the oven. So because when you only pour water there, it looks nice, but sometimes you miss the colors, or also you have the feeling, oh, this was maybe not the tea what he used. It was only like he pretended. So, and I was
Mm-hmm.
looking for some really dark colors, and hibiscus was my choice.
Huh.
And it was good, but I never use hibiscus again in the competition. It was very hard to create the perfect infusion for this sauna, so it's
Okay.
made a little bit burnt. So maybe I did also some mistakes, because in the herbal ceremonies I'm not so improved right now. But it worked good, so I was happy with that. So this was the first round.
How did you do
In the
the infusion?
second round.
How did you do the infusion of hibiscus? Also with warm water, cold water, or how long? So,
Yes, the first one I did with warm water, so it was maybe 50 degrees, something like this.
mhm.
I put it in a bottle, closed the bottle, and let it rest for, I think, 2 or 3 hours. So because I thought the hibiscus, you do it a little bit stronger, and also when I taste the tea after a while, when I forgotten sometimes to drink, then
Mhm.
it's not the best tea. So the sweet sour taste on your tongue is also sometimes interesting for me. So I thought I will
Mhm.
do it like this, and it worked out not so good. So it was smelling a little bit burnt. And then after the feedback on the qualification day, I asked the judges, so hey, maybe should I change the whole infusion so to a different sort, or should I go with the same, but should do it different? And Neo from Swiss, he explained me how he do all the time infusions, and we tried it also. We did it the second day with hot water, 15 minutes, cool it down, and then we prepared everything for the sauna and used it immediately. So, but it was the same. I think I did in some different.
So we are back. Wi-Fi was broken down, so now we continue or come back to Florian. You were talking about your infusion from hibiscus that get a bit burnt in the qualification, and then you talked to one of the jury member, and I think maybe you can continue at this point. So that would be cool.
Yes. So no, at the beginning it was burning, and then I talked with Antonio from Swiss. He was judge, and he was not in my ceremony, so he was not judging me. And he could say so his expertise about the infusions, and we tried it out. What he said to us, so only treat it like a tea. Do it with hot water, and only let it rest for 50 minutes. Then you cool it down,
Mm.
and then you will use it in the finals in your ceremony. But it was similar the smell, so I think maybe I didn't cool off the oven enough, or something else. I had, of course, a mistake. Um, but it was not the important points or something, so it was okay. But for the next competition, when I use this show, of course, I will use a different art of the infusion. So yes,
Maybe I
this was
can
for the first
share
round.
my experience because I have this mix from Secret, this rose
Mm.
hibiscus styrax infusion mix from the right one, and she is saying to do it with 25-degree water and then up to 8 hours. That's what I am
Okay.
doing with the rose and the hibiscus because the styrax need a lot of time. The hibiscus and rose getting easily, but this is really nice. I still did it for today for my sauna. So this is the
Mm.
way and this is working, but you need 8 hours. This is the maybe the negative way. You can not do it short term. I never did it with hot water, so interesting. I will try it as well because it will get faster for sure. And I have also the experience that you have really to cool down that it's not get burned. So it's really
Yeah.
sensitive flower, especially also the rose in connection in my case. So I think this is, and your oven is really hot in the sea sauna. That's a good one. Also
Yes.
it's a really hot and good oven, and maybe
Yes.
this combination. But interesting to share these different ways to
Mm.
do. So interesting. But continue, please, with the second.
Yeah, in the second round, I had my cooking round, so I
Mm-hmm.
tried to find something what would fit to use in the kitchen. So, and Carter tear. is one of the smells what most of the people, I would say, choose immediately because it smells a little bit of barbecue or something smoky.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like this smell, so it's not my favorite one. And also for the breathing, I'm a nervous person. I have to look on what I use from the essential oils, otherwise I kill myself. And I thought of the herbs and the spices what we have in the garden and what we also use in some sauce and some soups. And I had the idea to go with rosemary and
Mm-hmm.
fennel. So, and also you could prepare some fresh rosemary. You can show it to the people. You have it in
Mm-hmm.
your cooking pot. And that was the second round. And it was also perfect for me because rosemary perfect for the breathing and fennel as well. So it was a perfect round for me to save some energy and also
Mm-hmm.
to have a beautiful smell for the guests. This was the first two rounds. In the last round or in the third round, I needed something what is heavy, because the scene is there like the father is dying. I'm completely sad. I'm the crazy
Mm-hmm.
person. I found out I have to take pills or I use the pills, and I went with cedar wood, Himalaya, and some little bit of red mandarin, only to put there some notes. So like sometimes when you're very sad, I have the feeling that I smell some heavy smells. And also sometimes when I control or try to control my breath and everything, that I have some sweets in my nose. So and I put
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of the red mandarin. And in the last round, the hope, the ending, the good ending, I did some refreshing oils, and it was ilang ilang with some green mint, and it was perfect combination. So everything was also starting from the first round to the last round, like what is making a difference in the ceremony, I would say. So it was a good choice. Only the infusion. I would not do it again in the competition.
I think the idea is still nice. So it sounds really cool. So it sounds really like you build up something and also too fitting to the story. And yeah, the rest
Yeah,
sometimes it's, as you said, I think experience. So it was your first show. It
totally.
was the first time you did it. And I'm not sure what you're saying now. So after the competition, so I think you're getting second place. So congrats for that as well.
Thank
Good
you.
job. And
Yeah.
how are you looking back now? Because now you have the experience. So you learned a lot for sure.
Yes, I would say also in the last 3 weeks, or maybe 4 weeks. So it started with the sauna festival. Until now, I made a big step in front. But it's also I try every day to be better, to be a better sauna master, or also to understand everything better than one day before.
Mhm.
And right now, I know everything was like it should be, or like it should. And the judges were amazing. So I had two towel drops, and the two towel drops was the important thing that I
Mhm.
didn't win this competition. So I know for when I do the ceremony again, or when I also create some other stories, I have to save my energy. I cannot freak out. I cannot use very hard, strong music for the waving. I have to build it much softer up. I would say so. This is the best experience what I get out. The
Mhm.
waving style is much more like a flow. I still have a lot to learn. So I good in some things, but in other things, the experience is not there right now. And with the infusions, it's the same. I try it out in every single ceremony to use different smells,
Mhm.
or also different herbs, different spices. And with the experience, it will be better and better. For the next competition, we have to try it out, and then we will see
Mhm.
if you learn something or if it was not the best learning.
Absolutely, absolutely. Maybe what would I be interesting about? What was your waving? Because you said it that you have also to adjust to first of all, save energy, and also that it fitting to the team and to the scene. So how was your
Mhm.
waving to the 4 rounds? So maybe you can describe it a bit. Maybe when did you use an open one, or did you use an open one? I don't know, or 2 towels. So how did you use your towels, and in which way maybe to underline your story and the emotion? That would be
Mhm.
interesting. What was your idea and how did you do it?
So of course I used everything. So because in the rules is standing, you can or you have to use the two towel
Okay.
technique. Also the open towel with closing and with the throws. But I didn't put so much focus on the waving. It was
Mm,
more on the acting. So the acting was for me much more important because it's show, of course. And of course, I could do there a lot of tricks, a lot of things. I did it before in every single competition, so I used too much, or I put too much pressure on the waving. And
yeah.
for this, I said, okay, I will use in the first round one of my favorite music songs. And it should be powerful because I go in the hospital. I want to bring out my dad, so I'm on a mission. It should be a powerful song, but with a beat what is easy for me to listen to it and to take my time to only do basics, and maybe only when the beat is going up that you have one throw or you have a good transition with the freestyle. And so I used in the first round from NF the searching. It's a powerful music, but the
Mm,
beat was very, very soft. So, and I said, okay, just in case, I only use the one towel technique. So because I can always go back to my basic stuff. So basic techniques, only use helicopter, maybe some parachutes, and that's all. And it worked out really good. In the second round with the cooking, I had the open towel, so it was perfect fitting. Also that you could cover your cooking station, so you prepared your towel before, and you could use it like, yeah, you show the people, you put it around your body, but you didn't touch your body, and you could start with waving or something. So it was
mm,
perfect for the open towel. In the third round, I went crazy. So I said, okay, crazy, hard, depression. You saw you have to take your pills, and also your father was dying. I can use the two towel technique. And in
mm,
the last round, it was only one towel technique and only simple come to the end, give the people the last heat, and also the rest of the water, what you had, you could give it to the people perfect. So it was, well, it was okay. But still,
nice.
I would say I could change a lot in the waving techniques or also how to build it up. So the experience is important there.
Are you defining like a choreography that you're saying you want to do this and this and this, and then you're training for it? Or is it more a bit like freestyle that you have your beat and you're looking at the beat and you know, okay, I will do 80% classic, only 1, 2 throws maybe? Or how did you build up your waving? Is it a bit like improvisation or is it really defined?
No, I would say more improvisation.
Mm,
Of course, I listen a lot to these songs, so you know exactly when is the beat going up, when you have some softer scenes. But the most of the time I do it how I feel inside of the sauna. So I have to not to think too much of the waving. So then
mm,
it's much easier for me when I know, okay, now in the next 3-4 seconds the beat will go up. So then I prepare, of course, myself to do a throw or to do some freestyle techniques, some combos. But most of the time, I go only inside, grab the towel,
okay.
and feel the music, and try to show the people the emotion also in the face. So it's
Mm.
much easier for me.
Okay, really cool. Really cool. And maybe a last question to this one. What is your, because you said that you're experimenting a lot with oils and infusions. What is your favorite smell or infusion? Or do you have, or maybe a few, maybe it's not only one, because I know it's hard to define one, but maybe you have
Yes.
some favorites and would like to share this?
Rosemary and fennel, of course, I use
Yeah.
this often. I like to breathe it. I like the citrus smells a lot. Also in combination with something new. That's for me, I think the most ways what I go. I try everything out, so because everything works together. So
Mm.
you can only hold 2 bottles together. When it smells okay, you can use it in the sauna. So and after a while, you will find also a good way how much you need from this essential oil or from this essential oil, and it will be the perfect combination. But what I use in 3 years very, very, very often is blood orange, cedar wood,
Mhm.
and some frankincense. So I don't know
Okay.
why, but it smells for me like a perfume. And this
Mhm.
inside of the sauna, oh, unbelievable good. Sometimes you smell first the blood orange, then after the while you have the frankincense, and then the wood what is putting there his own note. Oh, amazing.
Which type of cedar wood?
Most of the time I go with Himalaya, because
Mhm.
it's the softer one and has some like a vanilla
Mhm.
smell, and it's yeah, for me one of the best. But also Virginia is really good. I when I have to choose really only 2 or 3 essential oils what I can use all the time, I could not say it right now. So because
Yeah, fair.
so many
All
good
good.
essential oils around the world.
All good. I absolutely agree. And it's also depending for me, especially on the mode, what mode you have, what also type of the
Yes.
season it is. Is it morning? Is it evening? Absolutely
Yeah.
agree. But thanks for sharing. Interesting. Really cool. So, and after the Sauna Cup, then it was, I'm not sure if it was separated and then you had the Sauna Fest, or was it like the Sauna Fest and one part was the Sauna Cup? Maybe this is better to describe. Not sure.
So the sauna festival started with the Therme Cup,
Okay,
but the
cool.
Therme Cup was separated. So we had didn't had some sauna masters included. It was only our team for the first
Okay.
weekend, and on Monday we started with the sauna festival for 2 weeks, and then we had 50 different sauna masters from different nations around these 2 weeks in our place, and they showed their own creativity, I would say.
Absolutely. So I think for the background for the people, so Therme Erding is now connected to Therme Bucharest, Sinsheim and Euskirchen to the group. I think it's the Wund group,
No,
if I'm no, not. Oh,
no,
sorry.
no.
You
So
know
we
it?
are with Therme Bucharesti. That's
Okay.
true. But Therme Sinsheim, Euskirchen, Bad Wörishofen, I think it's also included.
Yeah,
They're
correct.
the Therme Bund group, but we are now
Ah,
with Therme Bucharesti, so with Dr. Hania. So
okay,
that's
then.
our
Sorry,
big
then
boss.
thanks for the for correcting me. And is it like, because I know that Cosmin is doing the Sauna Fest in Bucharest, is the idea to like bring the same also to Erdingen? As is it similar from the concept and from the basic idea? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's similar. So we invite some sauna masters from
Hmm.
different nations, and everyone can do some show off goes, some meditation
Hmm.
ceremonies. They also can go with our plan, so they can have the normal shift ceremonies what we have there. So it's up to you. And but the basic line is the same, like in sauna festival in Therme Erding.
Cool. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I have to say thank you at this point for you, because I know that I had the chance because of you and Danielle that I get invited to Sauna Fest, and it was a really
Yeah,
nice. It was
sure.
my first time that I get invited, and it was a really nice experience. So maybe let's talk about this, and you can give me your perspective, maybe, because it was, as I said at the beginning, a bit different because people are going there to have fun most of the time. As a sure in the meditation sauna, I could do some rituals and the first time do some smoke rituals. It was amazing. Also the vibe and the people was really, really nice because as you said, you have so many space to do something. And then also the people
Yeah.
have space. That was really, really cool. The only thing, the oven, I
Mhm.
killed him because it was a bit too small for my 7 rounds. That was a bit too much. And I think I overdid it a bit with the water and then it was dropping down. That was my lesson learned out of this one.
Yeah.
But it was really nice. And as you said, the banya, this was for me I think, a crazy experience, to be honest. I did two banyas with Dennis, and we did Ballermann music and stuff like that, and we throwing more water on the people than on the oven, honestly. But it was fun at hell. But I was so exhausted, and it was not easy to do so with the humidity and everything. But the vibe was really special. So is it all the time like that, or is it only because of Sauna Fest? Because I was not sure if in the normal business, but if you're saying you heard AC/DC and Rammstein, maybe this is still the answer. But how is it in the normal business? Is it comparable to the Sauna Fest, the experience I made, or is it different?
Completely the same, I would say.
Yeah.
So our guests are very special. They come really to have a great time. So most of the people define their great time with a party, and
Mm-hmm.
they accept only party music, rock music inside of the ceremonies. So it's very hard to change it. Or also under the week when you have not so many guests in your place, that you try out maybe something more soft. So it's very hard to use this. But people like everything what we do. So like you said, in the meditation sauna, they're also relaxed, they're also quiet, they don't freak out or something. Only you allow this, but we are more for party and for having a great time, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Absolutely, but it was fun. Also it's different, and I think that's important to know. So I think down the sauna had different dimensions and options. You can offer sauna in different ways and different type of saunas for sure. So I think
yes.
it's really interesting, and especially when I hear that the guys from Latvia that did the ritual in the banya for I think 40 minutes, and the people were not so happy because they were expecting the party sauna, and that was interesting to see. But this is also maybe showing how you teach the people. I mean, if the people are expecting or are getting this all the time, for sure they're expecting party banya. Also this is absolutely
Yeah,
normal. But I like
totally.
how you're doing it, also with the energy, what you're doing. So, and that is really really interesting to see. Also in the sea sauna, you can have a lot of fun, as you said. You have a lot of
Yeah,
space. But my feeling is still that people, if you take them to your journey, they are still also open for everything. Also, as you said, it's not that they
completely.
are blaming or something. Also, not, don't get us wrong here if you listen to this podcast.
They are
But
only in the beginning a little bit shy about
yeah,
some new stuff.
absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. But they were open up, as that was, and they're really appreciating it. So that was really nice. And maybe one personal highlight of me, I want to have your opinion, is the Keltenthron. The sauna, I think it's 7 meter high or 8 meter high, and you're standing up on the podest
Yeah.
with this flag of 5 or 6 meters. I don't know. I think it was 5. And then
Uh,
you're feeling like I don't know, like a king a bit. You have the king seat for the hot guys that like it really hot. That was special for me. It was different to sauna. That was not a normal sauna experience. Let's say it like that. Yes, I used a bit the towel, but honestly, you cannot do a lot with the towel in the sauna. It's not me. But it was a really nice experience because it was really different. And the people I choose some Nordic music, and I like that it was really dark in the sauna. You can close it with
mhm.
curtains, and that was nice, but completely different for me. So, how
Yeah.
was it for you when you saw this sauna, or when you did your first Aufguss there? So, and how are you doing your Aufguss there? That would be interesting for me because I was improvising what I was thinking, what was good, but then the people came out and say, "Yeah, we didn't get hot air." And I said, "What? You didn't get hot air?" But I used the flag. How is this possible? And then the second time, I had the chance one day after to do it again, and then I changed a lot of things. I asked one of your colleagues, but wow, I was confused because I think, what? How could?
Yeah. No, the Stone Age is a nice sauna. The first time when I was there, and I watched my colleague, and the first question what I had after, so really I have to wave with such a big flag there, and how much is the weight from the flag? And he told me, so yeah, it's a little bit heavy, but it's okay. After a while, you will get used to it. It's only 11 kilograms, and I was like, completely in shock. So, okay, this was also a sport. It's not only having fun with the guests.
Yeah.
You have to think of the connection to the flag. So when you don't use your complete body, or when you only work out of your shoulders, you feel it immediately. And after the ceremony, you can have for sure a break. But like you said, the style, also the building is amazing. You have in front of you the king. You can talk to him. You can make
Mm.
some speaks also with the king. So I do it most of the time after I explain the rules and what will happen now. I go to the king in front of him and I ask him about his name, if he has some
Ui.
motivational words for us. So because he's the king, so and you can mm, let to feel the people special or something like also
Yeah.
they feel like a king. So hey, I have some people under me, and now I can show you I'm a strong sauna guest or something. Of course,
Okay.
my way is to kill the king. So it sounds stupid, but he's sitting in 5 meters high, and sometimes they scream to you, "Hey, the ceremony is not too hot." So of course you do a little bit of more power and strong waving, but at least everyone has to enjoy the ceremony. And with the Nordic style, with some Vikings music, you put some camphor on, make some fire. It's a beautiful atmosphere there, and with the waving, with the flag, when you get used to it and you know how to work with the flag, it's completely to everything else. So because what I saw in the last 3 years around the world, of course some people use a flag, but they don't feel it, they don't like it. It's more like only to
Mm.
give the heat to the people, because the size of the sauna is completely different. In this sauna you can play with the flag, so it's a big difference how you use it and how much heat you can give to the guests. And that's I like it. So not every day because it's exhausting, but most of the time when I go there, I am happy after the ceremony. So
Mm.
that's really good.
Are you also doing some show-Aufgüsse there or something? Because I think I heard something about the girl with the red hat in the wolf or something, that you have something like this stories that you're playing. Is it true or?
Yeah, we have every month we invite some sauna masters, so from a nation, from a
Mm.
country. So this month the Czech Republic was again in our place. It was Kuba, Yiri, Ingrid, and Annette. And it
Mm.
was so they present on the weekend their show ceremonies, and we can also have time slots for us, so we can present some show of
Mm.
courses there on the weekend. But most of the time it's, I would say, more theme ceremonies and freestyle, so also in
Mm.
this
Okay.
category. Yes, but of course we always have the opportunity. So when we have some ideas or we train for
Mm.
some competition, we can always go to the boss and she will prepare something. So also that the guests know, hey, today is a special day, and they do some show off courses or something else.
Cool. So what you're talking about is the Erding meets Friends or something, what you do every month, the
Yes.
second weekend, correct? Or correct me if I'm
Yes,
wrong.
most of the time the second weekend.
Mm.
Also, it's possible that someone has no time on the second weekend, then we try to put it in some other weekends. But every month, every second weekend, we have some guest sauna master, Therme meet friends. We invite them, or they send us also over Instagram, Facebook, and they send us the message that they want to wave in our place, and then we try to fill up the whole year, and then we have a great weekend all together.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something maybe we can share to everyone. So if you're interested in every sauna master, maybe you can say something about the requirements, what you have to be get invited. I'm not sure if there's some requirements, but like me, I was connecting with you. I think we met in Infinite to, I don't know what it was. I think it was it a cup, or when did we? It was no, spontaneously. I think you
No,
were
it
invited
was,
in Infinite, you and Danielle, I think,
yes,
and I
yes,
was there
Daniel,
by
me and Joe.
accident.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the
Yeah.
last day, I think. We were standing in
Yeah, yeah,
front of the hotel. You came the street along, and then it was
absolutely.
like, so,
Yeah.
hey, nice to meet you here. And then, yeah. We talked a
But
little.
everyone, as Florian said, write Florian or Daniel. I think that's the best way to write you in person, maybe that you are
Yes.
interesting to be part of Erding Meets Friends, or maybe also the Sauna Fest next year. I'm not sure how it
Yes.
looks like that, but for sure you're also looking for people. And then what do you need from the people to see them? Also, should
First
they
of
send
all,
a
we
video
need
or
only. No, no,
what is
no,
it?
no, no, no. Um, of course, we invite a lot of people where we know before, but of course, sometimes we have also some new guests, and you don't have to send a video or something. So only text us. You would like it to come to our place to wave there for Therme Meet Friends. And then we look, so what is possible with which month is free, which theme we have there. So sometimes we have also Japanese themes or something from Italy. And then it would be also great to have some sauna masters from this country in this month. So you only have to send a text message, and then the rest we do only with
Hmm?
texting. And you don't have to send a video, because the most important thing for us is that we see you have passion for this job. You're professional, so that you treat the oven and also the sauna area good, in a good way. And the rest, if you can throw, perfect. If you cannot throw, it doesn't matter for us. So only really the true heart and the passion for the sauna, that's the important thing. And then we will have a great time together. So uh,
Really cool. Yeah, I still sent my CV or my application to Daniel for next year, so I hope I can
yeah,
come
yeah,
again. But
for sure.
again, for everyone, so send Florian or Daniel a message on Instagram. Maybe describe a bit your style or what you like to do in the sauna, that they can see if you have the right passion or not. Maybe, and then they will reply to you, and maybe we'll see us then there. A really nice chance, I think, and especially for me, what I can say, it's growing a lot. Or I'm growing a lot at this event. I was afterwards also in Infinite, invited for
Mm,
the Modern Classic Cup to do some Aufgusses there as a normal ones. I'm not doing show yet, but it's so important, the exchange with people, also with you, with Danielle, to see how you are doing it, how the way you're setting up your Aufguss. So this is really helpful, and I think this gives more than
yeah,
doing an Aufguss sometimes, or doing an Aufguss together. Also, it's really interesting.
totally.
I think I did one with the guys from Estonia, so you get connected all around the world. That's what I really appreciate and like, because especially different countries have different ways and different styles, what I'm seeing a lot.
Yeah.
And this connection is helping a lot, like the Czech guys, where you are close by because you're together with Denisa. I think that's not a secret. So you have also lucky that you have such a good connection to these people to learn a lot. Also
Yes.
Jiri and Ingrid, it's amazing what experience also they have. Like Jiri is doing it, I think, 16 years. So, and I'm doing it since 1 year, and you less since 4.5 years. So this connection is, I
Oh,
think, really helping. And this is heartful recommendation for everyone who want to join the sauna community a bit more. So write the guys. It's amazing place to join. And then maybe you
yeah,
get
that's the way
invited by
to.
them.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was also learning everything out of every single event or competition where I am participant or where I've been. And I had only one course right now in 3.5 years or 4.5 years. And the rest, I only asked the sauna masters, and we had some time to train together
Mm.
during the event, during also the competition. So that's one really good, important way to go there. Only ask the people and yeah, connect to each other.
But that's a good point that you're talking about your competition experience, because I think you said that you were at the Gladiators, you were at the Freestyle Masters. So what was
Yes.
the beginning? Or maybe let's do it chronologically if you want. It depends on you. So because I would be curious about how is the experience to be a part of such a freestyle or maybe also Gladiators battle. So maybe what is the difference to show how, because I was there at Kochel this year at the finals, but it's differently if you are not a participant, if you not can look behind the
Yeah.
scene, because this was for me crazy to see. Honestly, as long when I see
Mm.
Misaki or what some people doing there, and it looks for me also really impressed the connection to the beat, because I think this is one of the most important thing, if I understand it correctly, because you did not know the songs. I'm not sure if it's the same with Gladiators, but this was really impressive from the show style and from freestyle, and especially the show technique, or the technique with the towel, what is more important than the
Yes.
connecting to the people. So how was it for you? I'm not sure. Should we start with freestyle, or what do you prefer? Or
We can start with the
up
freestyle.
to you. Up to you.
Freestyle was actually also my first competition, so I would go with that.
Okay.
And it was in 2023, the VCF, Battles of Gladiators. And I was preparing for it. Everyone said also, hey, competition is completely different. You have to like it. It's the spotlight is on you and you have to deliver also. So it's not that you only go there with a helicopter and a good parachute. So you need a good box prepared with the techniques. But the good thing was, in the time when I started with the VCF, we didn't had a battle against each other. So it was only in the finals, in Palak Saturna, where you compete against a different sauna master. So in my qualification for Germany, you were alone for 3 rounds in the sauna. You choose one music title. It was possible that you have it in the first round or in the second round. You didn't know it before, and you only entered the sauna. You did your own speak. They start with the music playing, and then you know it already. So if it's your music song, or they choose the second song for you. And in the last round, the same rules. And you have to do the freestyle, but you don't have an opponent in front of you, so no one can steal you the towel. You don't have to throw over a sauna master, so you had your own spotlight, and this was okay. So, but I had nervous problems. It was the first competition. I was so nervous, and it was not the best competition, but it was one of the best experience what I had on this weekend. It was so much fun. I liked it to also have the spotlight on me. Then you have the countdown inside of the sauna with the lights. In 3 seconds they start. The judges look in at you. So I liked it very much, the competition. Yeah, this was the first experience. I was place 4, I think, in the qualification. So it was not the baddest start in the competition career, but yeah, it was nice. And then
Nice.
after, I tried everything out: show competition, Masters of Freestyle, and yeah, Masters of Freestyle and VCF, completely different things or different competition. So VCF is more you fight against each other
Okay.
with the towels, and Masters of Freestyle is that you can show more how good you are in compared to someone else. But the rules are completely different. So you will look in the Masters of Freestyle more on the classics, in the first 2 rounds, then also how you can work with someone you never worked before inside of the sauna, how the connection is, how
That's the
quick
collaboration
you,
round. Or that's the
yes,
collaboration round is the third round when you do one round together with the other master.
yeah.
True. And
It's
freestyle, it's
also
true.
how professional you're working with a sauna master who is maybe not good in the collaboration round, but if you're rude and you only show how good you are, or if you can also calm down and to give the opportunity for the other sauna master to also shine in this round. So it's completely different, but also I think very nice and very a good way to fight against each other. And then you only have 1 round freestyle, the same crazy like in the VCF, but yeah, different.
But how would you describe the difference? Because I never saw the VCF battle so far. So how could I imagine that it's more fighting? Also, what does it mean in the cabin? So what can I expect compared to freestyle on the battles of gladiators?
So at the Battle of Gladiators, you go inside of the sauna with a different attitude, I would say. You have
Okay.
costumes or clothes like the gladiators on you. Then you stay in front of each other, and you have like a fighting face on your face. And the first two rounds is completely the same, like in the Masters of Freestyle. The only difference is in Battles of Gladiators, you show 70% of freestyle and 30% of the modern classic waving techniques. In
So
Masters
the
of
other way
Freestyle,
around.
you show yes,
The
it's
other way around.
they change it. You have 70% of the
Okay.
modern classic and 30% of the freestyle, but similar.
Okay.
So you choose one song and your opponent also choosing one song. And the best case is you don't, or you know the song, and then you can work with both songs. In the last round, from Battles of Gladiators, so the third round, you can do everything what is possible. So of course not go on the oven, so or walk on the oven,
Okay.
but you can use two towel techniques. You can use two open towel techniques. And also it's allowed for you for one time to throw over your sauna mask or over the opponent. And that's a really funny thing actually. So because sometimes the people, they run from one round to the other round and only find the spot to throw over a sauna master. And it's very interesting to see how good you are also in the running or in the changing the ways.
Mhm.
So it's interesting to see, but it's also hard for your energy. So because then you don't have to think only about how you work with the towel. It's also like, okay, how much energy I have to walk inside of the sauna. And in Masters of Freestyle, you have the collaboration round before you start with the freestyle. And the freestyle is
Mhm.
also only show the techniques what you can do, but don't throw it over someone or run
Mhm.
in his way so that you that he can do some mistakes or something. So it's more like, hey, we stay in front of us each other and we show what we can do. So this is the big difference.
Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks for this nice description. That's helping a lot. Okay. Oh, really nice. But as you said at the end, the conditions, because you said it in your show, of course, you have to manage the conditions. Something. How is it in freestyle? Because this sounds 100% escalation all the time, especially in the gladiators when you're talking about like that. How is that feeling to do freestyle in the sauna? Is it more exhausting or less, or how would you describe?
Well, hard to say. Because in show, of course, you have the acting. You talk a lot, so you have to control the talking, how you talk. If you're screaming that much
Mhm.
in every round, then of course it will rub your energy the same like in the freestyle. Freestyle is more harder, I would say, especially for the condition, for the breathing, because you do much more. So every second you have to show a technique or you walk around
Mhm.
to give the heat to the guest. It's very hard. And in the show, you can also prepare some sitting places. You can put
Mhm.
there something included where you take your own time to relax or to calm down. In the Masters of Freestyle, when you have 10 seconds or 20 seconds of no waving during the round, then the opponent is showing much more techniques and he will get more points. So I would say Masters of Freestyle, you have to prepare yourself. You have to think of what you want to show in these rounds. And then, of course, stay focused on your breathing. So then it's okay to handle it. So, and then it's much more fun, I would say.
Mhm. How are you preparing yourself for such an event? Or are you doing some general trainings to be fit enough and have the conditions? Or what is your secret? Or what are you doing?
So I don't have a secret right now. I have to find my own secret. That's I would say the truth of my side. Of course, 1, 2, 3 weeks, you start to think of, okay, I have to get in shape right now. So maybe you do some push-ups, you do some pull-ups, I don't know, everything what comes to your mind. Maybe go for some runnings, you go for a longer walk. This is my way right now to do. But I think I could do much more for also for the condition to prepare myself better and better. But it's also a normal day job. So sometimes after the shift, you're too tired to go in the
Mm.
gym, or that you will say you go running for 10 kilometers or something. So for me, it's also hard to stay focused on these things, because sometimes you lose it in the waving, in everything else, but not to prepare yourself good or to treat yourself good.
Okay. And are you also doing some mentally preparations or something like that, or maybe
Um,
then
I
in at the competition or something? I'm not sure.
Yeah, of course, I try to focus myself. So I only, like you said before, I have Denisa with me. She's preparing me really good. She's treating her body and also her mindset in really in a good way, and she saves me right now. So she's saying, "Hey, right now you have 2 hours left or something for your competition.
Mm.
Now listen to some music, stretch, and start maybe that you warm up really good." And that's really a good way for me right now, and it changed a lot. Um, Mentally, I could be stronger, I would say. I right now I go to some rituals, also before the competition. So Mira was the first experience what I had in a competition for a weekend. She was doing a morning ritual for us, and it helped me so much. So all of the stress, all of the nervosity
Mm.
went away. And this was really something what I try right now when I have the opportunity to go to a ritual before my competition starts. Then I will do this. The rest is only, yeah, to get it in your mind. Always believe in yourself, and to say in front of you, or maybe only in your mind, like you will win this, and now is the time. Focus on these things. Maybe you listen to the songs again, and that's how I prepare myself right now for the competition, or also for normal events.
Mm. Thanks for sharing your insights. Sounds really cool. And what are your plans now for the next year? So I think this year the competitions are gone, but what is your plan for next year? What would you like to participate?
So for sure I go with the German Championships in Schau, of course. I My biggest goal, I think, you say, is to reach the world champion. So I want to be in the place number 1 for one time. I don't know why,
Mm.
but it would be very good, or nice to reach this goal. And I will definitely try out the qualification route for the VCF again.
Mm.
Masters of Freestyle, I wait until they announce the competition again. So then for sure I want to go to the Masters of Freestyle. And maybe, but I'm not sure if I try out the herbal rituals and
Mm.
the herbal cup. But right now, I would say I go only with show, of course, and freestyle and herbal. I have to learn a little bit more, and to get the experience before I compete in this category, because this is completely different.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No.
And what is about Modern Classic Cup? The new competition?
It's a very nice competition. I was also with you in Infinite Zen, and it was unbelievable nice to see how everyone is defining right now the modern classic.
Mm.
I could see myself also in this competition, but I think I will go not next year, so maybe in two
Mm.
years. So let the competition grow. Everything from the rules should also be like on the top level, and then I would join it. So because right now it's very hard to say if my style is fitting there. With the throws, I completely understand, so no throws, but with the transitioner and also with the techniques, what is modern classic and what is freestyle? Is it maybe sometimes you do one spin too quick? Is it in the freestyle category right now, or is it in the modern classic? It's hard to figure out for me. So I will see what is after the finals, what also the judges and the people will change or will say what they learned out of this, and then I will decide. But of course, it's on the list. I
Nice.
like competition.
Yeah.
Competition is really good.
Yeah, I can hear it. I think that, but it's also, I think, important to be part of it, because if you
Yeah.
spend so much effort and time and maybe also money in it, and then it's normal that you have a expectation on yourself. I think important is that it's
Yes.
be realistic, but that you have to want to win is an important, I think, basic to be successful, honestly,
Yeah. For
because
me, what I in these 3 years is go to the competition, go to the events, and you will learn the most out of it. It doesn't matter if you win it or if you're the last one. So of course it's competition. You have to think of this, and of course you want to win this competition. But at least I have so many friends right now in the sauna world. I have so many connections. I have so many different styles of waving, of speaks, of how you treat the essential oils, the herbals. And this is one of the best things what happened to me. So I would say only go because of this reason, go to some competition and to some places.
I can absolutely agree. Also, if you get last place like me in the play, it's really the experience counts and matters.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I
And you have
absolutely
it
agree.
only for 1 year. So for 1 year,
No,
you will be world champion or also the last one. Next year, you can try it again, and you can only prove yourself that you're getting better and better. So, and this is one of the good things. I have sometimes the feeling when you only work as normal job as a sauna master, it could be boring after a time. So when you don't have new inspiration, new
Mhm.
styles to try out, or also some new people around you, they say, so, hey, maybe we can do this. Maybe we can create this story for some ceremonies. This is so, when you don't have this so often, then it's much harder to do this job. So with the rest, you make it all the time easy for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100% to that. So nice. Then you have a big plan for next year. It sounds amazing. Really cool. Maybe
Yeah.
we see each other then, or we see each other for sure, the German Championship. I'm not sure if I will
Yeah.
competing or if I'm focused on modern classic, because I have a lot of respect. I have a lot of respect for especially show. When I was seeing like, when we saw Robert Southkus from 2021, when he was world championship, what he did in Infinite 2 weeks ago. It's
Yeah, it was
insane
amazing.
what, but also the details, the acting. So it's so complex, and the experience this year in the playoffs was like a lot of respect. Also the conditions. So that was also my first learning. My conditions were so worst. I could not finish the Aufguss with full energy. And this is, I can
Mm.
completely understand your thinking, and that you're thinking about how you can build up this ritual, that you have also the power in the last round, because with all the things you have in mind, it's so exhausting, and you have still to be focused and don't forget anything, to clean your hands, clean the spoon, what else. There's so many details,
Everything.
and also the time
Yes.
slots, crazy,
Mm.
really crazy, but that makes it so special as well. So I think this is the both sides of this matter. And I really like,
Yeah.
as you said, to go for this as well. And then you will see, and you will take always something out of connection or something like that, still, if you're not winning. And I think this is something, don't be scared. I think a lot of people may be a bit scared and think, oh, they are so good. For sure, there are so many people that are much better than everyone, or of me or you or something. But this is part of the game. And this is also helping, because
Yeah,
if you train
totally.
with people that are better, you're getting better. This is my experience. So
Yeah.
don't be shy, and like, do it and go with open
Yeah.
eyes, and then you will make your
I
way.
have a good, maybe a good example for it. My first ceremonies, what I saw out of my company, was David and Mark Badura in the Masters of Freestyle. and it was the finals. So they didn't have the qualification rounds before. So it was only qualification day and then the finals on the next day. And, I was sitting there, okay, in my head, in my mindset, I can never do this. Really, it's so crazy what they do with two towel techniques and how they treat everything. So it was, for me, it was unbelievable to see. But I put in my mindset, or I said, I have to, or I want to do this. So, and I tried it out. I said to Mark Badura after his ceremony, train a little bit more because next year I also will compete. I will start with this. So I put a little bit pressure out. It was completely stupid. But it worked out. So next year I was at the Masters of Freestyle. And it was the best thing what I could choose. So I only sent the registration. They said, "Hey, we like your stuff. Try it out." And now I'm good friends with Mark. I know so many people around the world. So like you said, only go try it out and believe in yourself. So also do the mistakes, fall on your face, and then stand up and do it better. So this is the only way you can experience this.
Absolutely. That were some nice closing words because we're coming soon to the end. No, really, it's really nice. Do you have anything what I didn't have on my list and you would like to talk about it? Is there anything I was missing, or you have to say, hey, I want to use the stage to say something? Then feel free. No, feel free. It's
Um,
only an offer. It's not mandatory. It's
so
voluntary.
no, first of all, I want to say thank you for inviting me for this podcast. I am a big fan. I listen to it private. It's always nice when I have long drives in front of me, so I can listen to some good podcast and also get the experience out of it, or the different ways how the people around the world think about the sauna. So this is really thank you for that, for the opportunity. And for the people, I only can say, especially for the beginners, don't be shy. Only go to the events, go to some other saunas, maybe private. Ask the people there. They always open to show you different techniques or their own technique, and yeah, connect with the people. That's the best way to learn the sauna from the true side, and then you will have, I think, the best time of your life. So I can only say it from my look on it, and 3.5 years now, every single second was worth it to go on the different places or also to go in the sauna. So it was perfect.
Nice. Yeah, thanks so much for the compliments. I really appreciate that. And sure that it's an honor to have you here. And as you know, I have always a last question. And you were
Yeah.
saying to me at the beginning that you're still thinking about the answer. So now I'm curious about your answer. So the question is, think about you have, or we take the sea sauna. Okay, there's no screen, but we built up a big screen in the sea sauna, and you can choose a message that you can spread to everyone who's visiting the sea sauna, every Aufgussmaster, every customer. So what message you would like to spread to the world?
Yeah, like you said, it's a hard question, and
Depends.
I don't know it exactly. So because I would say it would change also every year, or maybe at least every half year. Because how is your mood and everything, what you want to show to the people. But right now, I would put there on the screen, welcome to the sauna world. Um, Lose everything what you don't like, your shyness, maybe your different character out of the sauna. So in your normal daily business, you can be yourself, and when you let it happen to you, or the people say, hey, we open everything for you, then you will get the best experience of the sauna world. And you can relax, you can have also party, whatever is in your head, good for you. you will experience here. So welcome to the sauna world.
Nice. Good one. Thanks so much, Florian. Dan,
Thank you.
thanks for your time. Thanks for sharing a lot of personal and private also insights. I really appreciate that, and I think the community as well. And then I would say see you soon. I don't know where, but we will meet somewhere for sure soon. And then take care
Of course.
and good luck for your show preparation for the German Aufguss Championship. I'm curious what you want to do then. And then, yeah,
Thank you
stay
so
healthy
much.
and see you soon, my friend.
You too, of course. And then I'm curious what we will see in the next time. And I hope we see each other on the competition. So, but in different places, okay?
I will figure it out. I will have to think about it.
Yeah, we can text. That's perfect.
Absolutely.
Okay. No,
So
have
nice.
a great
Bye-bye.
time and also take
You
care of
too.
yourself.
So, but you've been listening to Steam and Soul, where the heat lingers and the stories stay with you. Until next time, stay steamy, stay